Vintage Backyard RC.
Hello and welcome to Vintage Backyard RC. Well, today's an excellent day. The summer's winding down, and I promised you guys a few more time attack videos. This one's extra special because it features one of my favorite cars ever made, the Kyosho Turbo Ultima. Now this one's even more special because this car basically went from the table to the track. That's right, I picked it up, having a quick look over, everything looked good. I lubed it all up, put some new fluid in the shocks, and man, we just hit the track. Now, eventually we'll restore this car, do a what's on the bench, go through it, make it look pretty, but I wanted some track time with one of my favorite cars before we close the track. So, we're going to have a quick look under the hood, get her out on the track, do the slow motion, have a chat down below. And before we start, if you guys could please hit that subscription button, I would super appreciate it. That's all, guys. Let's get her on the track, and let's see what she can do. Stand by. Based off the 1987 Kyosho Ultima buggy, 1988 brought us a whole new host of upgrades with the Turbo Ultima. And although the Turbo shared the same ladder style frame as the Ultima, they anodized it this cool platinum color and gave it an FRP fiber upper deck. They also gave the Turbo Ultima FRP fiber front and rear shock towers, and these wing support tubes, which allowed you to take the wing and body off the car to gain access to the chassis. Also new to the Turbo were these racing-inspired front and rear anti-sway bars. Perhaps the biggest upgrade were the platinum adjustable shocks. You can actually change the internal dampening ratio of the shock absorber by turning the bottom of the shock shaft. Really neat for 1988. Long front and rear lower control arms, alongside the platinum shocks, gave the Turbo Ultima a killer suspension package for 1988 as well. Underneath the hard plastic cover, Kyosho gave us the Ultima's standard Mod 08 spur gear and counter gear. Another huge upgrade for the Turbo was that it came with a ball differential. Now this is the standard Ultima's gear diff pictured here. What's kind of ironic is we've all gone back to gear diffs, but back then if you were racing, you wanted a ball diff. The Turbo also featured these really cool chrome turbo style wheels. I didn't have a full set ready for when I filmed this, and I also wanted to run the standard pro tires that we normally run, but these look really neat. So that's about it, guys. This is definitely one of my favorite cars from the 80s, and she's ready to rock. Let's get her out on the track. Man, what an awesome buggy. Took a few laps to get used to the steering, but once I did, we made a ton of laps before failure happened. I have a feeling this buggy put in a pretty good lap. So without further ado, the Kyosho Turbo Ultima did a lap in. .38 seconds. Man, just a tick slower than our RC10 Graphite. This thing really boogies. Let's hit the slow motion and have a chat about it, and have a chat down below. Guys, I know that leaderboard's a big mess. If you hang out towards the end of the video, I will post all the lap times, and I'll get that board cleaned up by the next video. Now let's hit the slow motion. You know, racing RC cars around my backyard track, well, it's always fun. But there's some days where I get to have some extra fun, and this is one of those days. And you know, without a slipper clutch, this thing did some power wheelies, which made it even more fun to drive. And man, corner entry was amazing with this buggy. You could just pitch it in, it would slide through the apex, and you were good to go. The only real issue I had with the car is that it was a little nose heavy on landings. I had to do some throttle input. Probably a few suspension tweaks would fix that fairly easily. The ball differential was still in great shape. I just lubed it up, and man, it really worked well, especially out there on the dirt. I remember as a kid seeing this thing in the advertisements in RC car action. Man, it just looked fast sitting still, and I really wanted one. And for just picking this thing up off a marketplace, lubing it up a little bit and changing the shock oil, boy was it fantastic. What a great buggy, definitely in my top 10. And the more I think about it, this car is a runner. It's already scratched up and dirty, and you know what? I have no fear of putting it down on the track whenever I want to make some laps. So we'll clean it up a little bit, but that's about it. It's going to stay a runner, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. Oh yeah, here's those lap times. The board's getting tight. I can't wait to see how the other cars perform. As always, we super appreciate you guys. I can't wait to get the next video out, and I'll talk to you all soon down below.